Yes,
yeah,
it is.
I've been here too long. Welcome to Masala Mix 2016. I'm Nestor Avalos.
And I am Uzi now.
Like I said, hello? Oh, did I bring some lemon? Oh, here I tested it earlier. Welcome to Masala Mix 2016. It's an artistic showcase showing off all the different diverse art forms that we have here in the Millwoods area. We have visual art, we have some photography, we have an excellent exhibit called the Millwoods Mythologies exhibit off in the corner there, showing off the history of Millwoods over the years. We'll have some poetry and some dance and some musicians. What more can we say right now?
What you're going to witness today is talent from Millwoods, by Millwoods, for Millwoods. The residents of Millwoods are here. The MLA of Millwoods is here as well. And feel free to come there. As you can see, there's a great exhibition here where Millwoods residents express their how should I say, their experiences, so to speak, of coming from all these diverse cultures and landing in this melting pot, which we call Edmonton, specifically here in Millwoods, which is the cultural capital. The first thing I noticed when I came here, besides all the beautiful artwork, is the fact that I must have heard at least 15 different languages spoken here since I arrived. And I want to give a great thank you to Millbourne Mall for having this event. If you'd like to just give them a little idea of what Masala Mix is all about?
Yeah, so the history of Masala Mix, we're in its second year. This is its second year now. And it was started back in 2014. Sorry.
No, that's cool. It's a public and free artist showcase of original art from a variety of artists, young and old, from Millwoods, as we said. It's rich in diversity, with artists doing great original work. Due to the lack of accessible spaces and networks, they're often isolated and don't have the opportunity to share with the community the way that they want to. So this is pretty much the idea of bringing this together. We chose this as the site because it's an open place. So if we couldn't reach you through Facebook, if we couldn't reach you through Instagram, guaranteed passing through the mall about to go get some food or get yourself immersed in some other type of Millwoods culture, you would be here to witness this great event.
Millbourne Mall also houses the Welcome Center for Immigrants, and there are many families who live around the area who are from newcomer and refugee communities with settlement agencies and services based at other hubs. And so we're trying to outreach as many people as possible from as many different backgrounds as possible, which is why we chose this location as well.
Also, there will be workshops as well from different artists. There's a henna workshop, I believe there's a visual artist workshop as well.
And there's a juggling workshop with me later as well.
This guy's a professional juggler. And for example, there is a pop-up exhibit led by Christina Hardy. Is Christina Hardy in the building right now? There's a pop-up exhibit. Local history will come to you with Millwoods Mythologies pop-up museum through photographs, oral history, excerpts, interactive activities and maps. We will explore what it meant to grow up in Millwoods through the 1980s and 90s and the unique experiences living in our community. Nature, storytelling, and recent history memory comes together in this pop-up exhibit.
Okay, so I think we have a big enough of a crowd now for our first act.
His name is Adam Zainol, or Adam Z. He was born and raised in Millwoods, started writing poetry at the age of 15. He performed at many prestigious events, including the Gallery in Edmonton, the Muslim Art Movement, and the Navros City Hall celebration in Calgary, Muslim Fest in Toronto as well. His performances primarily focus on personal experiences, relevant world issues. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold. Aside from spoken word, the 23-year-old Guyanese descent works as a psychiatric aide in the Alberta hospital, chairs on the Edmonton Oilers, as well as coaches basketball. He's very thankful for his Millbourne fans because they say it takes a village to raise a child, and it definitely raised a very talented and driven young man. Adam Z, if you're in the house, we're gonna have you up right over here. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Adam.
Thanks guys for that wonderful introduction. I'd like to thank the organizers of Masala Mix for having me back. It's been a pleasure to perform here before, and it's nice to be back again. So I was born and raised here in Millwood, so a lot of my pieces will revolve around that. So I'm going to share some of my spoken word pieces with you guys here today. People never get the roses while they can still smell them. That's why if you love somebody, you should really tell them. Life is always uncertain, always full of surprises. Who would have known Robin Williams would pull his own plug? I guess that's just how life is. Some people I was hugging last year in Millwoods, this year they're 6 feet deep. And I'll be honest, sometimes I used to get sad because the other half wasn't complete. But I thank the Lord that my bros got me. Because even though I got a woman to love me, I'm proud to say Adam Z loves Adam Z. So to all the people in my life, I just want to take a moment to let y'all know how much you mean to me. I be rolling in the south side with no one in the ride, and my brother's telling me it's a struggle to find a bride. Like we got our priorities mixed up, forget an engagement and we're already married to that 9 to 5. Or should I say 7 to 5, because we gotta work that OT. And my sister's feeling depressed because guys be chasing that money, forgetting that beauty comes with modesty. And some sisters only be interested in brothers with that monetary quality. And sometimes the hood knocked me down, but I'm back up and standing far from and I'm back up and standing, and I'm far from a fortune teller. That's why I don't try to forecast God's planning. And the suicide stuff has got me feeling melancholic. And we may not be close, but I promise I can be there to stop you from falling. But when your idols and friends transform to alcoholics, while others be smoking up the chronic, I'll try my best to help, but only God can stop you from falling. So yeah, here's my next piece. I used it in a previous performance, but hopefully you guys forgot it, so I'm gonna do it again. Like Muhammad Ali, I wanna be the greatest. But for the past year or so, I've been on a hiatus. Caught up with some issues that had my dreams fading. Who could have thought this would have happened as a result of a heart breaking? So I retired my pen and paper, sent me up to the rafters. I went on my MIA, people be calling me Casper. But without this poetry drug, I'm a disaster. Say I need this pen so I can tell stories of YEG with the pen. Because I've seen the worst of the worst rise to the top again. And I was suffering from my own problems and tragedies. That I forgot that with great power comes great responsibility. And that even though my heart may be in pieces, I should use those broken pieces to write some new pieces. Because if I quit now, the only real tragedy is that Adam Z quit poetry at the young age of 23. And I've been carrying some luggage, looking for where my next stop is. But then I remembered, home is where the heart is. So I dropped my luggage and unpacked my boxes, airing some dirty laundry, like damn, I gotta wash this. Like the fact that I never spoke about the girls in the past that broke my heart, because the last thing I wanted to do was tear the male stereotype apart. So rather than show emotion or pain, I used to just write about this, that, and the same. Because society just wants us to follow suit like a zombie without a brain. But again, Uncle Ben told me, with great power comes great responsibility. So I'm obligated to make the most of my poetic ability, speaking out against those who threaten the fabric of society. Those same people who want to silence me, but they never seen a Guyanese Canadian Muslim this fiery. So for the rights of my fellow Canadians, I will fight again. Because we must fight together against those who want to make society completely white again. Those people who shot looks of disgust and asked for a prayer place, they were on that Batman flow because they tried to be friendly when they saw me. That's just two-faced. Or the people that blame me for what is happening in Syria or the Middle East, interrogating me as if they expect an apology. Heck, I despise those terrorists just like any person with a heart. But in any faith, there will always be some people who have their own agenda from the start. So why would I apologize when I had no part in this injustice? Rather, I need to speak against those people and say, what is this? Because I will never support the killing of innocent people of humanity. But I am a part of the problem if I just sit here quietly. Because we all deserve love, whether we be white, mulatto, or black. Forgive me if I hurt any feelings, but for a long time, this was a box I wanted to unpack. So my next piece is, it's a new piece I've never done before, but I have a special fan here today who came from Vancouver. So I just thought I'd, throw a little surprise in here, so bear with me. My life was flipped upside down. On February 21st, who would have known? From the heavens you've flown, right into my life. Fast forward 1 year and 3 months later, I want to make you my wife. I didn't plan it this way, things just flowed like a river. We fight sometimes, but I always forgive her. So we can spend our time loving, not too much hate. Cause you're from Van City, when I see you, we only got days. Days to spend, so I cherish every second, minute, and hour. Because your scent surpasses the aroma of every bouquet of flowers. And I should call you superhero, cause girl, you got powers. But when my eyes see you, my heart beats louder and louder. And I sincerely apologize for all the shortcomings and faults I possess. Cause for every time I hurt your feelings and every time I cause you stress, I should be calling you DJ Khaled, cause girl, you know you the best. Praying for you every day, can't wait to see what God's got planned for us next. On February 21st, my life got changed for the better. And I can't promise you much, but I can promise you that I'ma love you forever. Thanks.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Adam Z.
All right, just a quick heads up. If you've noticed, all around here, we have these little pamphlets hanging off the string. Feel free to grab one and read through about all the artists that you see, all the visual art on the sides is described, as well as all the performers here today. Next, we'll have, hello? There we go, it keeps cutting out on me. Next, we'll have Christina Hardy speak a bit about Millwood's mythologies. Give her a hand, please.
Hello there, folks. My name is Christina Hardy. I grew up in the southern community of Saga in Millwoods, and I am extraordinarily proud to come from this wonderful community. And I'm really pleased to be here today with the Millwoods Mythologies pop-up exhibit. Hello? Woo-hoo. There we go. Over the last year, I've been collecting. Over the last year, I'm gonna go for a big voice. I have been collecting stories related to the childhood experience of growing up in Millwoods. So all of those secret.
1 second, my lady.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
So over the past year, I have been collecting stories from kids who grew up in Millwoods, specifically focusing on either the natural areas or the non-spaces or the secret trails and paths that are hidden all throughout this wonderful community. And I've brought them here today in the form of the Millwoods Mythologies pop-up exhibit. So on one side, you can read stories about my favorite special childhood place called the Pits. But on the other side, I want your stories, because Millwoods is made up of all of us here. And so if you have a special park or a special memory of Millwoods, I encourage you to come and add it to the pop-up exhibit. So if folks have any questions or want to learn a little bit about my story or the history of Millwoods, you can come talk to me or talk to the fantastic Catherine Cole, who's hiding over on this side with her Millwoods Living Heritage Project. But thank you all for coming out here tonight or this afternoon, and I hope you enjoy the exhibits.
Thank you very much, Christina. Hello?
Yep.
There we go. Next up, we have
Vedran Eminovich. I always wanted to pronounce his name properly. He's actually Bosnian, this man. This young man is very talented, very, very talented. He grew up and went to school here in Millwoods for a portion of time. He's a poet, he's a songwriter, he's a singer. Today, actually, he's going to be showcasing more of his singing talent. So just to make sure that everything is ready with the sound here, ladies and gentlemen, we formally present to you Vedran Eminovich. Put your hands together.
Hello? Hey! Oh, also another note, folks. If you feel like being brave and moving up closer, filling in this lovely space here, please feel free to. You don't have to be off in the corners. Don't have to be off in the edges, in the peripheries.
Check,
Feel free.
check.
All right, let's cue the music and let's go.
There we go. We're just having a bit of some technical difficulties, but don't worry, because we have the MLA from Edmonton Millwoods, Christina Gray, here to say a few words. Please come join us. Actually, I think it would be better on your mic. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Nestor and Ozila. Fantastic hosting so far. Hi everyone, I'm Christina Gray. I'm the MLA for Edmonton Millwoods. And I'm very, very proud to represent this area, which is such a culturally diverse area of the city. So many different things happening, and I really want to thank the organizers for putting together this artist showcase. Absolutely, the amount of work that goes into putting on something like this, organizing it, getting people together, making sure the equipment is working, it's phenomenal. And I'd also like to say thank you very much to the sponsors who have put up the funding to help pay for this event. Sponsors like TD Bank and some of the others. Without your support, Millbourne Mall, events like this that bring community together could not happen. So could we have a round of applause for the sponsors? So as I said, I represent Edmonton Millwoods. I work in the legislature with Rachel Notley and our cabinet colleagues, and it's really an honor and a privilege to represent such a diverse area, being able to meet so many different people. The ability to come to an event like this that really focuses in on the artistic side of Millwoods is such a pleasure, and I would love to see events like this happening more and more often, because a chance to come together and celebrate creativity is a privilege. It's fantastic to be able to be here. So I really just wanted to come and say thank you so much to the participants, the organizers, the sponsors. It's an honor to be here, and on behalf of Rachel Notley and the Government Caucus, we wish you a fantastic Masala mix, and we hope you have a great show today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. See, that's how you know you got the right person in office. They come and be a part of everything instead of staying from somewhere, hey, that looks good. She's actually on the ground. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, once again, put your hands together for Phaedron.
Da se nisi meni nadala, ne bi sada pusta ostala. Kao zemlja kiše žedna, kao majka djece željna, čekajući duša presahla. Kao zemlja kiše žedna, kao majka djece željna, čekajući duša presahla. Iz mog srca raste kopriva, koja te je davno opekla. Kad si moju ljubav brala, ti si meni vjerovala, da ja nisam tugom otrovan. Kad si moju ljubav brala, ti si meni vjerovala, da ja nisam tugom otrovan. To sam ja, prazna postelja, u kojoj nikog ne sanja. Meni je mrak i kad je dan, ja sam ti bona nesretan. Meni je mrak i kad je dan, ja sam ti bona nesretan. Mog srca raste kopriva, koja te je davno opekla. Kad si moju ljubav brala, ti si meni vjerovala, da ja nisam tugom otrovan. Da moju ljubav brala, ti si meni vjerovala, da ja nisam tugom otrovan. Da to sam ja, prazna postelja, u kojoj nikog ne sanja. Meni je mrak i kad je dan, Santi Bona